So, y'all want to hear the story of Pac's reaction to hearing my vocals on Me and My Girlfriend? That's a pretty good story, too, because I was at work at Can-Am Studios, just a normal, regular day for me, doing what I do. And I saw him driving up, because Can-Am had cameras in the inside and outside of the studio. So I see him driving up the alleyway, and I turn and I look to Isis, who was Kevin Lewis' assistant, and I was her assistant to the studio manager. So the assistant had an assistant, and I was that girl. And I asked her, is he booked to come in for today? Like, I'm really getting worried at this time because I know both studios are being used right now. There's sessions in there. So she like, nah, he probably just stopping by. He might be in the area. And she was like, I did know he was supposed to be on set. So I don't know if he's stopping by and then he's going to set after this or what. So, Pac comes in, makes his way past security and goes to the back studio and talks to whoever is in session. I think Hurt 'em Bad was there. The actual guy that produced, or Daryl Harper or somebody like that. Whoever, the guys who produced Me and My Girlfriend, they were in the studio working in the pre-production room that day. So after he's done talking to them, I assume he just, he figured that he was going to stop by and say what was up to me or say what was up to Isis. So we see him in the monitors making his way to our office. And I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if he wants something, or is this like just a what's up? What's happening, girls? And it was one of those, what's up? What's happening, girls? And it was an actual bigger moment than I thought it was going to be, because he pokes his head in the door and he's like, yo, what's good? What's up, fam? What y'all doing? Y'all busy? And we like, nah, we kind of bullshitting. We're working, but, we kind of bullshitting because it was going to be a quiet weekend. Everybody was preparing to go to Vegas. This is like Wednesday, before the Mike Tyson fight that was coming up that weekend. So we like, nah, we just, what's happening? What's going on? What you need? And he's like, nah, I don't need nothing. Did you hear the song? So I'm like, what song? And he like, the song. And then Isis is like, what song you talking about? And I'm such a motherfucking smart ass at the time. I'm like, yeah, nigga, this is a recording studio. Like, we hear all the songs. At the time, we was working on The Dogfather. We was working on Nate Dogg's album. We was working on Danny Boy's album, Jewel's album, OFTB, Red Rum. There were so many albums that were being worked on so like, yeah, nigga, we heard the song, but what song you talking about? Or honestly, no, I didn't know what. I thought it was a setup, honestly, because he liked to play a lot too, right? So he like, our song, right? And he like tapping my chest because he's standing kind of like right in front of me. He like, our song. Did you hear our song? Did you hear My Girlfriend? And I'm like, I didn't even remember that was the title of the song, because I had recorded my part like a week ago. So mentally I had moved on. And at the time too, I was in a rap group. We was like TLC, and it was like a pop rap. I was like the Lisa Left Eye of the group, okay? And the other girls sang. So I had recorded a few other songs too. So you asking me what song, and I kept that a secret because I never wanted to be signed to Death Row after working at Death Row, because it was a lot of shady shit that was going on. And he was like, our song, My Girlfriend, the one that I actually do in the hallway. He was like, you ain't heard it yet? And I was like, oh, I ain't heard it. And he was like, it's dope as fuck. You gotta hear it, queen. Like, you went the fuck off. Like, you brought my vision to life, and I just stopped by. I wanted to thank you. And I also wanted to tell you that I'm thinking about shooting a video for you. Not for me, but for it. And I was like, shooting a video? He was like, yeah, I'm thinking about, like, they had shot. He said, we shot, I Ain't Mad at You. But he always thought that video was corny, being dressed in all white, being an angel. He didn't see himself as angelic and stuff like that. So he thought it was corny, right? He was like, this kind of fit more the energy. Like, it's in the summer. I think it'll be a great way to go out. So I think when we get back, I'm going to have my production company, or whatever production company that he was putting together and working with. He was like, I'm going to put together a video shoot, and I'm going to have you play My Girlfriend and then morph into my gun. And I was like, how? What are you talking about? And he was like, yeah, it's going to be different scenes. You're going to be riding in the passenger seat next to me, and then you're going to go from yourself and then to the gun, and then you're going to be in the bed with me with your head on the pillow, and then you're going to morph from yourself and into the gun. And I was like, oh, okay, I see what you're saying, right? Like, really bring to life how and what the song was and how it really went. He was like, I need to give the people a visual so they understand that I'm not talking about a woman, I'm talking about my gun. So I was like, okay. He was like, let me know if you hear it. I would let you hear it right now because I got the CD in the car, but I'm late for set. And Isis was like, I thought you were supposed to be at set. He was like, yeah, but I wanted to stop by and I wanted to talk to Queen. I wanted to talk, y'all coming to Vegas? And I wasn't really feeling good at the time, and I didn't know at the time that I was pregnant, but I wasn't feeling good. So I had canceled my flight, canceled my room, room, and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna be there. He was like, okay, so when I get back, don't tell nobody my idea. We just gonna shoot it, and then we gonna see which video is the best and which one has the best vibes. And he left. And that was actually the last day that I saw him alive.